are you? Welcome to Bma's Crafty Corner. I am Bma, better known as Els, and this is my corner. It's seriously, it's a corner in the room. I'm not allowed to have any more than that. Okay. Hi. How you doing? This is Harry. He's my partner in crime. Because what I do to crafting is criminal. Huh. Mommy makes criminal decisions when she's crafting. Yes, I know. What are you doing? You hanging out? Yeah? Yeah, I know. I know. You're being a kitty. So, I don't know what I'm doing today. But I thought maybe, there's a couple of things we could do. We could prep some gift tags, because I don't know about y'all, but I never have enough damn gift tags. And the ones I have, they don't stick. So we could do some of that. I have a die that we're going to use to do a project. And I thought maybe I would show you how to do a very simple and very elegant card. Yeah, we'll just do some stuff. So, why not, right? So, let's see. Let's start with the card. Get some red cardstock here. Now, obviously, you don't have to do this, in red. I wanted one piece. I ended up with two. Okay. And get paper trimmer. I think it's time to retire my Sizzix trimmer because the wire broke in it, and ever since it's been making horrible cuts. So, to do this, we're going to want a piece that is 7 inches. Ooh, that was not good. 7 inches. There we go. By I have to think about this for a second. It's fine. By 10. Look, I just woke up. 7 by 10. Okay. Oh, I'm just going to pull all the tools out today, apparently. So, this is a 7-inch tall card. It's going to be 5 inches wide. So, 5. And then it's 6, 7, 8, 5 by 9. 9. I need to take the inch off of this. Sorry, 5 by 9. Take the inch off. See, I just got up. Brain no working. Okay. So 7 inches, 9 inches. And then what I like to do is I like to put this in and just take a scant amount off of the side that I have put my score lines on. You'll see. It'll make sense in a second. Okay. Now we are going to require a second piece of paper for this. Let's see, what do I want to use? We'll use white. So this one we want to be 6 3/4. By 4 3/4. So 7 by 9, 6 3/4 by 4 3/4. That's our front piece. Now, you can use any colors you want, obviously. This doesn't have to be a Christmas card. But, you know, hey. And we're just going to score all, you know, fold all of our score lines all in the same direction for the moment. Now, this is a baffle cardstock. Probably not the best for this, but it's textured, and I like that. Why not the best? Because this stuff cracks. It's known to crack. So I'm going to now burnish all of my folds the other direction, because I don't want it to crack. And I need movement. Okay. So now we're going to put adhesive here. If my glue wants to work, we're going to put some adhesive here. Oh, it's working. Yay. Can you use tape? Sure. If you want. So you're going to fold 2 of these over onto 2 of the other ones and then fold the whole thing in. And give it a second to dry. Do-do-do, do-do-do, do-do-do. La-da-da. La-da-da-da-da. Okay. So that it does this. This is called a pillar handle, okay? So it folds over like this. And then when you stand it up, it stands like this. Pretty cool, right? Okay. Now, this can be done in any size, really. This is just the largest size. Now, this is our front piece. And so I have to ask myself, do I want to ink this? And I think I do. I think I do. Do I want to ink it? Or do I want to put a border on it? I don't know. I got these. I don't know what's in here. We're going to find out. But we're going to use them to make a card. All right, so what do we have? We have some wreaths, Christmas tree, Santa Claus, dots. Then we have some baking stuff. We have some little stuff. And we have a set of strips. Somehow we have to make a card out of this. Okay. I can do that. All right. So let's start off with these strips. They're like, you know, stickers. So I'm going to come in just a little bit. Trim that off. Now I know I'm going to have to get the other one because these are 12 and this is set, you know, almost 7, so it's almost 14 for 2 of them. So I need both. This would be a good use for washi tape. All right, we're going to do the same thing on this side. Take that off. Could we put it across here? Yes, we could, but I don't want to. I don't want to. Okay. So now I have my card. Let's do it because it's a Christmas card. Let's do the big one. And we'll center that. Now this is a good use if you have it to use your magnet board because you can use the lines on your, here, I'll show you. So card makers use these quite a bit. So I can put this in here like that. And then I'm going to know exactly where my center is, top, bottom, all that good stuff. Okay, okay. Do, do, do. And I think that I should have put the sticker lower. But, we're going to put Merry Christmas on here. So what the hell, right? Do I have a Merry Christmas? I never have anything I'm looking for, really, realistically. I'll take a Merry Christmas, a Happy Holiday, whatever. I need something that says Merry Christmas. I don't have anything that says Merry Christmas. Happy Holidays? I'll take Happy Holidays. Okay. You ever notice you never have what you're looking for? I never have what I'm looking for. Nothing here says Happy Holidays. All right, we're going to get something that says Happy Holidays or Merry Christmas or something. Hold on. Okay. We have some stuff. This one has a Happy Holiday. Hi, Miss Maury. Hi, Michelle. Whoa. All right. So we're going to do this. We're going to pop it up. So I'm going to get my stamp press down. By the way, I have these back in stock. I'm going to put them in the shop. Okay. So piece of white card. We want it to fit in here. But be slightly bigger than. That'll work. That. That works for me. I'm going to pick this up. So, yeah, I haven't put them in the shop yet, but they're going in the shop this weekend, hopefully. Hopefully today. I have a lot of stuff that needs to be photographed and put in the shop, so I'm hoping I get it all in there today. Now, you can emboss if you want to. I'm not going to do that today because we're just doing weirdness. Okay. Well, that turned out rather crappy. We're going to try it again. That's what I kind of love about a stamp press. You can do it again. If it's still crappy, and that is, I'll do it one more time. I'm going to move it over here, though. I don't know why I like it on the outside, We're going to do that. Okay, so I'm going to move this over. Re-ink. Maybe I should click that on. There we go. Okay, my paper moved, but that's okay. Happy holidays. It needs another day. I don't like this. I don't like the way this is coming out. I don't like this at all. I may not use this Happy Holidays. I don't like it. It's like it's missing spots. All right, we're going to try one more time. One more time. Okay, that's not great. It's not bad, but it's not great. Okay. Yeah, I have roses already put aside. Okay. Let's see what else we have. We have Happy Holidays. Merry Christmas. It's the most wonderful time of the year. We'll try that one. And I'm just going to do this one in black ink. This stuff's too loose, I think. We're just going to get out our trusty old StazOn. And drop it on the floor. Because, you know, I'm that kind of gal. All right. Popping this over. And again. I'm going to get something to stamp that I like, you know? Letting the ink soak in. That's better. All right, putting that off to the side. Let's put this away for the moment. I'm going to grab a couple of magnets because I do want this to be straight on here. And I'm, you know, I am famous for not getting it straight. Broke a magnet. That sucks. Let me get rid of that. All right. Okay. So now I have that locked down. And we are going to trim this out. I want to take some off the end and off this end. Now I can put this up on something if I want to, or I can just put it straight onto the card. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it up on some red. I have a small piece of red left over from the card that I cut out. So I'm going to glue this down to the card, the red card, and then I'm going to cut that out. Now, I can put this up on dots if I want, have it pop off the page, but everything's pretty flat, so we're going to keep it flat because it makes it easier to ship it. You know? All right, so we're going to get this as evenly on there as we can. No, that's a sticker. I am not that. No. I'm good. I ain't that good. And let's see. I don't know if these will work, but we're going to try them. Because I'm too lazy to go out and get, other stuff. I'm just lazy, what can I say? Okay, so it's like this. I have put away, I've basically put away my Christmas stuff because, let's be honest, we're kind of done with Christmas crafting for the year, and so I kind of put it all away. I was so energetic, it took me all day to make 2 cards yesterday. 3 cards. I made 3 cards. And then I completely forgot my ex-husband's birthday. I had to get in touch with him today, and I was like, yeah, okay. Happy 22,631 days. Sorry I missed your birthday. He's like, okay, I deserve that. Oh, great. I lost it. I put it on there and I lost it. I don't know where it went. I'll find it stuck to me later. Okay. Well, I guess we'll put another one on there. Or we'll just take these off entirely and do something else. Nope, that one's stuck, so we'll do another one. I don't know what I did with it. It just disappeared. That happened to me yesterday. I had a stamp that's just disappeared. All right, so we're going to try this again. Oh, it's right there. I see it. I found it. It's right there. I found it. Okay. Put it back in the bag. Hi, Miss Jamie. Nah. I am very good friends with my ex-husband. As a matter of fact, I married him to his current wife. I did the ceremony for them. All right, now we're going to put that part aside. Now we're going to cut a strip. 1 inch long and 7 inches tall. So 1 inch wide, 7 inches tall. Because that's the height of our card. Right. Okay. And then we are going to cut a card for the other card, which is, I would say about 3 3/4 is good, by about 5 1/2, give or take. This may need to be adjusted a little bit. Okay. Okay. So if we bring the base back over, I'm going to put this on my board, and I'm going to magnet the sucker down. we bring it right to the line. I want it straight at the bottom, straight here. So now it's perfectly lined up. Because I'm going to put this right here on this inch. And I want an inch here and then this. So very little amount of glue, top and bottom. So this card looks like it took forever. And it kind of does, actually. Planning it does. Let's put it that way. All right, we're going to put that on there. So we're putting a belly band on a card. Weird, right? Okay. So now we have our little piece. We can round the corners on this. If you don't want to round the corners, don't round the corners. This is entirely, personal. But now you can do anything that you want with this. You can emboss this. You can... boy, I don't like that at all. Hold on. I don't know why, but that just seems a little weird. There we go. Okay. Have a dip in it. You can emboss it. You can ink it. You can whatever you want with it. Okay. So now we got that sitting there drying. And I'm going to go ahead and move it off to the side. Because this is going to be where my inside sentiment goes. And I'm going to stamp right onto it. I'm not going to do any lay-ons. Okay. So put it there. Let me get this thing out. Ooh. Put that in the middle. Yes, yes. Now here's the thing. This isn't sticky. It's not sticky. Because it's very old. Okay, so we're going to do this in one shot. I'm not going to do it on stamp press. I'm going to try and get out a block that's big enough. That will do it. Okay. And I'm going to get out. I don't have any retack, so. I know, all the stuff I have, right? I don't have the retack. I'm not going to do this with the stamp press because I think it'll work better if I just use a block and hope. Okay. So this is like this weird tape that you can use again and again and again. I'm going to put this on my block like that. We're going to ink the crap out of this. Now, because I'm not using my stamp press to do this, because this is a thicker stamp, I really want to make sure that I get this perfect the first time, and then I want to let it soak in the ink. So I'm putting that on. I'm going to get out my press, my hand press. I don't need to put any rubber under this one because it is a rubber stamp. Okay. It's crooked. I put it down crooked. It's okay. I'm only doing this for demonstration purposes. Okay. Now, I think I want to make it pretty. No, the sentiment is not going to be flat in there. It's going to be a little bit in the, but I'll deal with it. Let me get my thing. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay. This. Get rid of that. I know, normally I bring out the machine to do this because I have that embossing machine, but I don't want to. I have some, I just don't know where it is. I get it. That re-stick stuff, it's like a stick glue, but it's designed for, you can put it on stamps to stick and re-stick your stamps. Oh, goody, we got it on the right side. Yay. Okay, so I have embossed this up. Do I need to color it? I could. I don't think this one does. Okay. I don't think it needs to be colored. All right, so now we're going to put this sucker together. We have parts. We have 1, 2, 3 parts. We're going to put this sucker together. First things first. We're going to turn this over. We're going to go backwards. Okay. So we're at 3/4 of an inch here. So we want to be at 3/4 of an inch here. Tape. Tape is good. Glue works too. If you want to use glue, certainly use glue. All right. So I'm going to go from my 3/4 of an inch down to here. Cut that off. Okay, so when you do this, you want to create like a little flag. Just pull it back. So that you have this little flag that sticks out. Bring this over. Now, you're going to put this on, starting at the bottom, on this first bar. Oh! Put the tape in the wrong spot. No, I didn't. Doober. Okay. Line it up. You should leave the flag on there. I just took it off because I'm frustrated. Okay. Because you want this to be adhered to the top when it comes up. Watch. Boink. To the top. Now, keep in mind that this piece is actually shorter than the other, so you need to make sure that it still stands up. And then you take your sentiment and slide it in to the belly band. Like that. So you have this beautiful card, and when they open it, boink. And then there's this that they can pull out that has their sentiment on it. Okay? This fits in a standard 5x7 envelope. And I think it's like 5 1/8 by 7 1/8 or something like that. But it fits in there. Okay? Completely done. Yes, it takes a few minutes, but if you're making a lot of these, if you do all of the bases at once, and then you do all of your sentiments at once, and you do all of your stamping at once, and do all your cutting out, then you just have to do it as simple assembly. And it works better that way. Okay, that's it. That's the whole thing. That was the whole thing. Ta-da! Okay, now I'm going to clean up my stamps real quick. Put this stuff away, clean up my stamps real quick, and then we're going to move on to something else. Right? Because I don't really have a plan for today. Like I said, I have some things that I do need to get done. I don't know about y'all, but like I said, I am constantly running out of name tags, so I like to get those done. I like to have a bunch of them hanging around. All right, so put my magnets back up here. Put my board away. This is, I'm telling you, this is the most favorite thing I own for card making. It's everything straight. Okay, so now I'm going to clean my stamps. Let me get this out of the way. Somebody's going to get that card. I don't know who. Because I made it, so I'm going to use it. I don't know. All right, so cleaning stamps. Scrubby, scrubby, scrub, and dry it off now. Scrubby, scrubby, scrub, and dry it off now. Now, take that up. And I'm just going to put the plastic piece back on. Okay, now I know that stamp is. And then I'm going to. It's a most wonderful time of the year. All right, and now that can be put back, and it's set. I have to be honest, this is a set of Stampin' Up stamps that I got in like this particular set that I got in like one of those, oh crap, what do they call them? Paper pumpkins. Yeah, that thing. And I have to be honest. They're crap. I don't like them. I don't. But it came in a paper pumpkin set, and it's not great. They got, like, they're difficult to pull now because they've gotten old. Yeah. And so they're very difficult to pull. Hey, Marie. How's everybody? Oh, look at that. That 40's in the house. What's up, baby? I'm in a mood today. Shush. Okay. Let me put the block away. In the block drawer. Yeah, there's a whole drawer of blocks. 27,000 sizes. Okay. So, yeah, so that's done. I can put this in an envelope and, write on it. I goofed up right there, but that's okay. I'll write over it. Nobody will ever see it. And then that's in there and that's there. And when this stands up, because it stands on its pillar, it's not going to tip forward. Okay. Now, if you're afraid that it's going to tip forward, then just go ahead and make this the same size as the outside. Just add that 1/4 of an inch back to the height and the width. Okay. So 5 by 7 instead of 4 3/4 by 6 3/4. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Let's see. What else? All right, so we're going to do our tag thing. So, let me get rid of some of this stuff. I got a mess going here. You belong up there. You go over there, put the kitty paw back on. Okay, here we go. So, I'm just going to get my mess out of the way. All right. Dun, dun, dun. All cleaned up, ready to do the next thing. All right, so I have this leftover white that we pulled. There's quite a bit of it here, actually, and the place where we screwed up the stamps. So let's just cut that part off. I just don't like it. I don't like that stamp. I don't know why. I think it's too fussy. I mean, it's pretty. It's just the H is so fussy, it looks weird. Okay. So we have some white. Get rid of this. We have a lot of white. There we go. All right. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to make some gift tags. And I like to make mine about 2 inches wide. And about 3.5 inches long. Just like a business card. Okay? Half, 2. So we'll cut a bunch of these because I like them to be sized that I can see because I'm old and I have to get under the tree to find these things. All right, so that's 4. She used her potty chair. Yay! Zola did a potty. Zola did a potty. Yay, big girl. Next step, big girl underwear. Which are so much better than diapers and pull-ups. Big girl underwear. Ooh, they're so better. All right, so now I'm going to do some little tags. These are fun because you can, color these the way you want. Now, this little guy, I'm going to put him right there. This stamp set has seen a lot. And we're going to do a to and from on there as well. Yes, yes, okay. Okay, now I am going to use my StazOns because I'm going to use my ink pens. Again, a great use for your stamp press because it allows you to stamp multiple times if you need to. That one didn't come out too bad. So we'll make a couple of those. Truth is I'll make a bunch of these because my daughter, what is the deal with me and this ink pen today? My daughter will come over and steal them. Tell you why. Many, many, many years ago when she was little, I dated a guy who had kids. And Alex and his children all still believed in Santa Claus. And so we wanted to make sure that is going to be off center. Yeah. Damn. We wanted to make sure that, we kept that alive. So I made a suggestion to her that we swap Christmas paper. So we went shopping together for Christmas paper. And we bought 2 of the same rolls. Those were to go on all the presents that said from Santa. Presents that were from mom and dad went in any other kind of paper we wanted, but those 2 papers had to be from Santa. That way, whether her kids were at her house or they were at my house opening presents. The gifts from Santa Claus all came in the same paper. Because Santa Claus would use the same paper, right? Right. So when my grandkids were little, I went up to my daughter's house and I dropped off some wrapping paper and she went, "What is this?" And I said, "It's from Santa." And she went, "Oh," because it made sense to her. And now Santa uses whatever paper he's got, but his name tags are different. We don't even write Santa on there. We stamp it. Like, "Hi, Miss Christine." All right. So I'm just going to put this away for the moment because I'm going to do these. Now let's do another one. Let's get him off of here. Put him over there. We'll take this guy. Put him right there. We'll cut a couple more pieces. Here we go. Out of the way. Okay. 3.5 by 2. Yeah, so Santa Claus uses the same gift paper or the same tags at both my house and my grandkids' home. Did I make that one too big? No, it's right. And it's just kind of a tradition that's been carried on. So, and a part of that is because Lily is still little. She still believes, she's only 9 years old. Not even yet. Yeah, she just turned 9. So, she still believes in Santa Claus. And so to make sure that Santa Claus has shown up at both houses to bring her presents, her dad will come over and pick up gift tags or wrapping paper from me and from her Auntie Alex. So I'll send him home with one wrapping paper and Alex will send him home with one. And then, so he does his presents from him in whatever paper he wants. And then the ones that she gets from Santa, because she gets presents from Santa at her auntie's house and she gets presents from Santa at grandma's house. So we make sure that, it's the same paper everywhere. So really, we're just keeping up the delusion. But I'll make probably 100 of these because both of my kids will come grab them, a stack of them, to take to their house to put on Santa presents. It makes sense that Santa would have like really pretty tags and not like, regular tags, right? Right. Okay. So Bima will put double-sided tape on the back of these and send them off. Once they're hand colored. I left them one year for kids to color. It didn't get done. They had black and white tags. It was funny. No snow. I don't like snow. I mean, it's great to go look at. We drive up the mountain and go see it, but. And you can tell I've used the same set of stamps to make these for a long time. Okay. Now, we'll worry about cleaning all that up later. Go over there. You go over there because I got to get you cleaned up too. Okay. Put this away. Put this away. I have my little set of markers, so we'll use those. Doop. My thieving set of markers. This is what stole my stamp. We don't need a lot of colors here. Okay. So these are Tombow markers. I got to tell you, I don't really like them very much. Because even the StazOn, they smear the ink. You have to be really careful. We're going to see if I can get his face colored in. Is this the good color for his face? It's good enough. So that guy, we'll do the other guy in green. Just makes sense. Is it Christmas green? No, it's Grinch green. Why? Because that's the green that I had out. And so it was the easiest one to find. All right. So I'll finish coloring all of these because I got to do a lot of them. But that's kind of your base. And then just put, and I always use something that has something on it because otherwise they can't find it. Right? Right. Okay. And then I just put, some tape on the back. And then you can stick them on your packages. So quick and simple and easy to do. But I'm telling you, Santa Claus doesn't use store-bought stickers. Now, if you want to, make it from Santa, if you get out your click letters, you can put Santa and stamp it on there. So it looks like it's a rubber stamp, like we rubber stamp Santa stuff. The elves rubber stamp it. Anyway, quick and easy. And you don't have to color the whole thing in. I'm only using 3 colors, so it's not like you have a whole lot of coloring to do. So you could literally make like 20 of these and color them all. 20 of these, color them all. Whatever you want to do. Quick and simple and easy. I like easy. .9 inches. Yay! That's my kind of snow right there. I spent my winters in like one of 2 places. I was either in Ireland. I'm going to talk about lake effect. I'll give you some lake effect. or Jersey, New Jersey. And yeah, and I lived on a lake in New Jersey. Alrighty. So that was 2 projects that I had. What else did I want to do? Nothing. Oh, I'm getting too old. Yeah, it's 70. It's going to be in the 70s here today. I've been freezing for 3 days. I got up this morning. I put on jeans. I put on, a loose, large shirt, and I went outside. 71 degrees. So frustrating. Okay. Okay. So now I want to prep. I need some ATC cards prepped. So 2.5 by 3.5. Why would I prep ATC cards? I'll tell you. Because there's something you can't do once you, there's some things you can't do once you do an ATC. 2.5. 2.5. 2.5. This should be 2.5. Yep. 3.5. And 3.5. One of the things you can't do is if you have one of those stamps that's like an ETC stamp. I don't know if I have one, but we're going to find out. You can't stamp it on the back. So let's look. I think I have one somewhere. I never know where anything goes around here. It just disappears. Oh, I know I have it. I just don't know where it is. Okay. Yeah, I don't know where it went. Oh, pretty. I never know what I have and don't have, where it is or where it's not. Okay, so I don't know where it is. But okay. Yeah, so I grew up like in the snow and I hated it. So I like to put, lines on, like, I have, it's probably in their room. I have one that says ATC on it. It's got all the stuff, you know, all the, like, theme and all that. But, let me get out my mat here so I don't get ink all over my board. Doo-doo-doo. So, like, once you put stuff on the front of these, you cannot, there's not going to be a way, I mean, you can, honestly, but it makes it more difficult to do stamping on the back if you have a lot of stuff on the front. So I like to stamp some in advance. Normally I would stamp this with something that says ATC on it, but I don't know where that stamp is. It's probably in the craft room. Mike was a kid growing up in Buffalo when they had that big blizzard in '76. Huge. So this way I can, you know, I'm going to find my ATC stamp and finish those, but this way I can put whatever I want on the front of that, and I don't have to worry about not being able to get it. Oh, I landed that. Get it stamped on the back. So normally I would use my ATC stamp, but I don't know where it is right now. It's disappeared. It's in the drawer in the craft room. So now I have just blanks to make ATCs out of. And I can do whatever I want. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to put a rubber band on these though, and put them in the over here, you know, in my stash. Okay. So it's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. Soon the bells will ring. So this is my absolute back. So I can use another card to, you know, layer on, and I'm going to use some red, I think. 2 1/4, 2 1/8, 2 3, 2 3/8, 3 3/8. Rounded corners. Oh, where's those stickers? No, they're here. Here they are. I finded them. Okay. I'm going to use a piece of what's left of that green that we used. Why not, right? Some green. Put a little green on here. Yeah, here. Around the back. Okay. Green. Then what? I don't know. Let's find out what else is in here. All right, we have presents. We have baking stuff. We have some. Oh, this is kind of nice. What is that? This, I don't know. Maybe that. I know. Hold on. I'll be right back. I know what I want. I'll be right back. And here it is. And I knew exactly where it was, so that was a bonus. now I need a piece of paper. Okay, let's see. Yeah, it'll work. Nice and dark. Okay. I'm like all out of green paper and 8.5 by 11 because Christmas. I gotta tell you, this machine takes a licking and keeps on ticking. It just does. All right. I've had this machine for like, I don't know, like 6-7 years. And it just keeps going. Of course, you know, I beat it to crap, but oh well. So we have ornaments. That's why we're cutting a Christmas tree. Let's see. Right now it is 65 degrees. And they said it's going to get up in the 70s today. And for the rest of the week. Although I think it rained last night. How odd is that? I think it rained. It needs snow. It needs some snow. Okay, here. Tumbled glass. I'm just going to use what's on the top, okay? Or not. There's not really any on the dauber. I was hoping there was, but there isn't. Oh. Why is it always in the last stack you look in? You know, Like, I just literally just went through like every single one of my inks, trying to find one color. Use your inks, ladies. I really can't stress that enough. And I see people all the time, and they have all of these inks, and they barely ever use them. Use your inks. Enjoy them. I'm just saying, you spend money on them, you might as well use them, you know? Oh, okay. All right, we're going to put some glue on here. Okay, this bottle is not good for piecing. I will say this. I'm going to recommend that you continue to use a needle point for piecing pieces on, like when you're doing pieced dies and stuff, because it puts too much glue. Look at that. It's like a freaking mess. It puts way too much glue on there, and then you have glue all over everything, and there's no coming back from that. You have to cover it, you know? Trying to decide what I want to put on here. Cookies. I'm gonna put some Christmas cookies on here. I don't know. It's weird. I like it. Christmas cookies. I'm gonna put some Christmas cookies down here. Just a couple, you know. We're gonna put a star on the tree. I don't know. I'm just doing stuff, you know. Do I have a purpose? No, I never have a purpose. We're just putting some candy under the tree. I don't know why, because that's what's in here. There we go. It was coming up. I wanted it to stay down. Give me a break. All right, I'm gonna put this in here. Put these away. And we're going to get some of these out. We're talking about why you can't, a pokey tool. Call the crafting police. I'm about to take some people off here. I know. How dare I? 4. Oh, I'm going way out here. Oops. Stuck that one on my finger. Okay. All right. So now you could see this would be like really hard to stamp on the back of it because it's got these things and stuff. And, we don't want to do that. So now we can stick it onto the back of our ATC base. And then you can write, when you made it, what you're doing it for, what you're titling it, if you're giving it a title, whatever. Before you put it on here, you can write on it, Let's see. Yes, I really do have good handwriting when I want to. When you guys, usually I'm just scrolling stuff down there. Yep. There, we'll give it a name. Tree. We don't really need a name, but you know what the hell. I don't like that. There's like a little piece of red fuzz up here. And I don't like it, so I'm taking it off. Okay, there we go. So, it's easier than trying to stamp with like the dimensionals and stuff on the back. Anyway, just an idea. Stamp some in advance. I didn't have any ideas for today. I'm just playing. I'm playing. Why? Because I'm a giant child, and it seemed like a good idea at the time. And I'm trying to avoid leaving the house because I don't want to people. I dislike peopling. I do have to people today if I want you guys to get your Christmas cards before Christmas, because, yeah. Because I haven't mailed them yet. Okay. So that was kind of the end of that. Listen, I still want to do this. This is a die, okay? And I don't know. I just want to make sure that everybody knows how to do it, how to put them together. Because people buy these all the time. And I have a feeling that you buy it and then you stick it in a drawer. Never to be seen again. And I don't want that. I want to actually use these. So I'm going to get the die out probably tomorrow night. And we're going to do this. I don't know. Maybe tomorrow night. Maybe Thursday night. Friday night. Maybe Friday night. With the craft with me, we might do this. But I'm going to show you how to do it with or without the die. Because the die basically is just this part right here. But if you cut that off of there, it's just a page. This is pretty simple. So, we'll walk through it. This is good for like Christmas pictures for grandchildren and stuff. Because this is just under 4 by 6. We're going to make one that's bigger. Okay. This is the die is 4 by 6. So you can do a 3 by 5 picture. But we're going to do it bigger. So you can do a 4 by 6 or a 5 by 7 picture if you want. I'll show you how to make them bigger. Bigger. Bigger is better. Better is bigger. Bigger is better. I like bigger. Okay. Do we have anything else? I don't think so. I didn't get anything from Temu. Yay. I have to go to the post office. I have to put all of these Christmas stamps and dies away because my desk is littered with them. Tomorrow's idea book project is going to be making tags from packaging. Okay? Because look at all this stuff. Look at this pretty stuff we have. We have pretty stuff. That would be cute for Christmas. We have all this pretty stuff, and it's all packaging, and so we're going to make some tags out of it. Okay? Okay. So tomorrow's project in the craft with the idea book is going to be making tags out of packaging. So we're going to take those, and we're going to, and these too. Oh my God, these are gorgeous. Look at this. Right? We're going to make tags out of that. Okay. So we have a whole bunch of packaging. So if you have packaging, pull it out. It doesn't have to be, scrapbook packaging. It can be any kind of packaging. I mean, this is a postcard, but I'd use it to make a tag out of it in a heartbeat. If it fit the idea of what I was thinking. But yeah, it doesn't have to be, but we're going to be making tags out of packaging tomorrow. And because I'm about done with Christmas. Yeah. All right, so let's see what's going on. So this week, our video was a mixed media mini morsel. I have not posted. I said I was going to try and post another video. I didn't do it. Sorry. But our Projects of 25 challenge is the last challenge for 2025 is to use wrapping paper, whatever kind of wrapping paper you want. It doesn't have to be Christmas wrapping paper. It could be birthday wrapping paper. It could be just Mother's Day, whatever. And or snow. Now, snow could be white glitter. It could be white glitter tape. It could be white washi tape. It could be white paint. It could be white modeling paste. It could be that spray snow if you want to use some of that. Whatever you want to use for snow. As far as I'm concerned, you could take it and say you melted it, and that's why you're using watercolors. I don't care. So, yeah, tomorrow we're for our idea book, we're going to be. And I got to change this because I don't know why I keep putting up therapy in there. It's idea book now. There we go. Now that's better. We're going to be making tags from packaging. And then on Friday, we're going to be doing this. We're going to be doing one of these little memory album things. Mixed media on Saturday. Sunday's the game. And also the first day of Hanukkah. And then I have 3 videos next week. We have a 12 by 12 easy pocket. We have a tuck pocket flap thing. And then the Ghirardelli square box is going to be next Tuesday. Also, please don't forget to go to Rose's channel. Let me get a link for you guys real quick. And I'll explain that. 1 second, buddy. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and put this in here. The reason I'm putting it in is because Rose released her video on the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. It was like it's like a series. Cute project. Oh my God, it's adorable. But she's going to give you all of the instructions on how to enter the drawings for the giveaway for this collaboration. And since my video doesn't post until the 23rd, I want to make sure that all of you get all the same opportunities as everybody else. So go over there and check that out. Also, check out the link tree because there's a bunch of channels in there that I wasn't familiar with. And if I'm not familiar with them, and all I do is watch craft videos when I'm not recording craft videos, doing lives, packaging stuff for the store, setting up. When I have free time, I watch craft videos to see what the trends are. So if you would like to check out some of these other channels, that would be fantastic. Go and check them out. But definitely subscribe to Rose and check out her video. She's going to be coming back, making more videos. She took a hiatus because she was taking care of her granddaughter. Her daughter was working, and so she's been taking care of her granddaughter. And that's just, you know what a baby's like. And she's like 3 now. So, and her daughter's about to have a second child. And she's going to stay home now because she's got 2 babies to take care of. So, but that's it, guys. That's all I have for you. Listen, do me a favor. If you're in an area that's getting the lake effect snow and all that stuff right now, stay in the house. Also, drink water because you can dehydrate in the cold. I know you think that you don't, but you do. So please drink some water. Stay inside if you can. Don't get sick. And until I see you again, stay well, my friends. I love you guys, and I will see you. Bye. See you later. Bye-bye. See ya.